much we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate.
Hey y'all, what is up? I am back with another video. Obviously today I'm gonna be telling y'all pretty much what I learned in 2018. But you already know, before we get into the video, if you are not already subscribed and you are watching this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I upload videos. And everybody give this a thumbs up. But yeah, with that being said, let's hop right into the video. Okay, so my first one is not letting my attitude get the best of me. Like, when I'm pissed off, I tend to let my attitude get the very best of me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to get near you. I don't want to breathe the same air you breathe in. I don't want to smell you. I don't want you breathing my way. Don't look at me. I don't like none of that. Like, I just let my attitude get the best of me. It's like, but I'm trying to do better. Okay, I'm trying to do better, and I am working on it as hard as I can. I mean, it's not like, in my opinion, I don't feel like it's bad, but piss me off, yeah, it can get to that point. It can get bad, and I feel like that's with anybody. Like, when you pissed off, you pissed off. Okay, and then my second one is stop trying to be so independent. And I say that because relationship wise, like, I try to be so independent instead of letting my man be my man and do what a man is supposed to do. I don't like asking for stuff. I don't like depending on anybody. I kind of been broken, and what I mean by that, like, when I used to ask people for stuff, they wouldn't come through, and I would have to hear like this and that, or it was thrown up in my face. So after that, like, that completely broke me. That really broke me. I was like, you know what, whatever, you ain't gotta worry about me asking for anything anymore. It was that, like, it was just like that. So like, when that happened, I was very independent. I didn't ask anybody for anything unless I really got to that point and I really like needed something at, that time. But I tried to restrain from asking anybody from anything after that had happened. So like, with time passing, I'm doing everything on my own. So when I get into a relationship, it's affecting me. It's affecting our relationship because I am still trying to be that independent woman that I want to be, and said I'm not going to depend on anybody else. And I can't be so independent in a relationship, because then he's going to feel like, oh, you don't need me. What are we in a relationship for? That's pretty much how my boyfriend felt. He was like, well, hell, if you want to be so independent, like, what do you need me for? What am I here for? This and that, da-da-da. So that is something I really learned in 2018. 3 is speak up. Like, I have really learned how to speak my piece. I speak up more now than I have ever done. Like, I was never the type to speak up for myself until I got pissed off, and it shouldn't have to get to that point for me to speak up. But that's something I did learn. Like, now I'm sometimes to a blunt point that I kind of wish I was not at, but it is what it is. Like, I'm just not the type to let anybody run over me. Like, when I feel like it's at that point, it's like, hold up, what you not gonna do is, boo. Another one is, don't worry about anybody else's opinion. I've always known that people are always gonna have their opinions, but when it comes to me and what I'm doing, people have their opinions on it. So when I hear their opinion, I kind of let it get to me sometimes, and it's like, I get to thinking about it, and I start, letting it worry me a little. Then I'm just like, why am I letting this bother me? Why am I thinking about this? Why am I even worried about it? Only opinion or choice that matters is mine. If I'm happy with what I've done, or what I'm doing, or what I'm going to do, then why should anything else matter? I learned that everybody is not gonna be happy for you. Everybody is gonna have their opinion about any and everything that you do. You can't make everybody happy, so why try? Like, I came to that point where it was like, whatever. I'm gonna do what's best for me and what makes me happy. All right, and of course, somebody had to join us. You want to say hey? Hey. So another one is thinking before speaking. I did learn that. I learned that from my boyfriend. A lot of the times, he likes to think before he speaks. Think about what he's about to say before he says it, because when he speaks, a lot of the times, to me, it can come out as in a demanding way, and he knows, like, I do not like to be demanded whatsoever. You can ask me, but you will not demand me. But it's just the way he talks. He's got used to it, like, okay, I shouldn't say it this way, I should say it this way. And then on my end, when I'm angry, I just say some of any and everything, because I'm not thinking before I speak. And throughout 2018, when it got towards the end, I started, putting it into action. Like, okay, I shouldn't say this, I shouldn't say that. Because when you're mad, you can say very hurtful things and you don't mean it. And so that was me. I would say sometimes hurtful things, and then of course I would go back and apologize because it wasn't meant to be said. It was just in the heat of the moment, and then when I think about it, it's like, oh, my bad, I shouldn't have said it. Like, let me go back and apologize. So yeah. Hey guys. Okay. Another one is not being selfish. I wouldn't say I'm so much of a selfish person, but I say it in the terms as in, like, when someone is asking me for something, they're doing what I asked of them, but I can't do what they ask of me, or, try to at least attempt what they're asking of me. And so Mommy, I would want to do it my way instead of the way it is being asked. If someone is doing what you had asked of them and you don't do what they asked of you, it's kind of selfish. That's what I'm learning at this point. Like, in 2018, it was brought to my attention. I'm like working on that, trying not to be selfish. And that's something I'm still working on. And then this last one is letting my wall down. So when I got with my boyfriend, it was so hard to let my wall down. Like, I am not the type to open up to anyone. It's hard for me. I never been the type to express my feelings. I never been the type to, vent to anybody. I never been the type to let anybody in so easily. Like, no matter how close. Like, I just don't. I basically just hold it all in until I get to a breakdown moment or an angry moment, or, a point that I should not let it get to. And so when that happens, it's like everything comes out at once, either in tears or anger. In 2018, I've learned to, when you're in a relationship, you have to let that wall down. You have to let your partner in. You have to talk to them and, let them know what's going on. Let them know what you're thinking about. Let them know how you feel about things, what's going on. Like, you have to let them know that stuff. And that's something I learned. Like, it was hard for him to try to break this wall down. And so when something was wrong, it was like, I would try to, like, put it off and be like, no, nothing's wrong, I'm good, this and that. And he would be like, something is wrong. And I would pretty much put it off. And so he would say, when you're ready, you can come and talk to me. It was still hard for me. I still didn't want to talk. But he would get it to come out some way, somehow. But I learned to talk about things, talk it out, find a common ground pretty much, and you know, not hang on to it, because it's not going to do anything but build up. I thank him for that. Like, there's a lot I've learned in 2018, and I want to continue to learn. I want to continue to grow. But yeah, y'all, that was a few things I've learned in 2018, and I'm just so excited to see what the year of 2019 is gonna bring me. I'm ready. It's gonna be lit. But yeah, I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Bye.